Well, in this video, I'm just going to describe, this is the first video in a series on what to expect when you get into college. This one is basically getting in, certain things you need to look for, and also, what to watch out for, certain groups, to be careful of. The first part is the getting in. When you do your orientation, make sure that you don't just follow, the person that's going to show you around the university or college, whatever college you're going to. They could tell you all the sweet and wonderful things about it. Oh yeah, we do this, we do that, it's so great, yay, 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 yay. Don't listen to everything they say. After you're done with that, if you have to do that type of orientation, try to find actual students and ask them, about the college. Sorry about that, getting over a cold. But anyways, you want to ask them about it, about how the college really is. Because remember, those people that are showing you around, they're basically like car salesmen, Oh yeah, kick the tires, it just needs to be driven, it'll be okay, the car's great, it's a great buy, yeah, it's great, 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 yay. They're not going to tell you all the bad things. I will tell you what to really expect in future videos. Okay, because you gotta watch out for your financial aid. You gotta watch out all this stuff. I remember when I was doing orientation at University of South Florida. We were doing orientation. I remember these group of guys. They said suckers. I figured this is just a joke, right? Went to college. I thought I went there. I realized why they call it University of South Florida, USF. You stay forever. I mean, it's a great college. It was a great university, but there's a reason why it was called You Stay Forever. With future videos, I'll explain it a little bit more. Now, make sure, first thing you want to do is make sure you get books, even if it's the Idiot's Guide or for dummy books, like critical thinking. Make sure you get a book on critical thinking and logic. You want to be able to think critically and logically for what I'm going to tell you next. Also, this is the U.S. Constitution. Make sure you get yourself a copy of the United States Constitution if you're going to an American college. If you're going to a college in England or whatever, any other country, great, you need to learn your own constitution of your nation. Always. There's reasons for it. You will notice, I may not be able to find it here, but yeah, okay, here it is. A lot of colleges, they tend not to care so much about the Constitution. For example, the First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, which a lot of colleges nowadays don't seem to care for freedom of speech. You'll have these idiots, social justice warriors and all these other groups. Oh yeah, their freedom of speech is great, just not yours. If you don't agree with them, you're hateful, you're mean, you're a bigot, it's hate speech, it's this and that. Any group, I don't care, liberal, conservative, whatever. Not only are some of their ideas good, some of their ideas bad, everyone has the right to be heard. If you disagree with them, then you tell them what it is that they said you disagree with and why. You do not yell and scream at them. You don't be disorderly. You don't hate speech, hate speech, hate speech, hate speech, hate speech crap. Alright, that's nonsense. You get a lot of garbage like that in college now. I want to tell you a little tidbit about 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, okay? You have the knowledge. You're just as smart as anybody else, okay? You are. You do not have the experience yet. I know that's hate speech to a lot of people, but it's true. And then, of course, there's the rest of it, or of the press. That means the press has rights. You see a video, for example, of this one woman throwing off a student journalist, trying to get her off the campus because they're having a riot, or they're having, not a riot, I'm sorry, but they're having whatever they're having. And they're upset because he's videotaping. But he has the right. He's a student journalist. You may not like him doing it, but he has the right to do it. And maybe, here's the thing. There's one thing you're going to hear a lot, probably. Generally speaking, if a person's views is bankrupt, there's nothing really in it, They're going to attack the opposing views. They're going to call them bigots, hateful, libtards, conservatards, women haters, racist, sexist, bigots, this and that. Oh, that's hate speech, blah, 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 blah. This is the only video I'm really going to go into this stuff, okay? So don't worry about it. And all the other college videos I'm not really going to get into. Just this one, because you need to be careful about becoming part of those groups. You do. They have a lot of good ideas, a lot of good intentions. Don't get me wrong. But remember this, when you label yourself a liberal or a conservative, a theist, an atheist, or whatever, you put yourself in a box. And boxes leak. And the problem is, though, you own that crap that's coming out too. You may say, oh, they're not really part of our group. That's not really how we are. Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but that's called the No True Scotsman fallacy. If they were really part of us, they wouldn't act like that. Of course, you got the right of people to peacefully assemble, and you got the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, which again, colleges hate that too. I don't know why. I'm not going to go through all this stuff, about the Constitution. But make sure you read it, okay? Read this. This is a weapon that you can use against some of your professors. If they're only presenting one view. Now, you may have to go out your own self, and I strongly suggest, because this is what college is about, you look at every viewpoint. Feminism is another group, I heard this one guy, if you're not a feminist, you're a sexist by definition. No, I can disagree with certain points of feminism. I don't disagree with all of them. All of them, I believe in equality for everybody. I'll make a video about that, but that's not going to be in the education videos. Be careful. And make sure, please, that you walk around the college, okay? Make sure what they tell you is the truth. Look at the equipment, how old it is or how new it is. Check the professors. Are they approachable? Can you walk up to them and say hi, or are they just rude and obnoxious? Be careful about all that. Some of them are, some of them aren't. How clean is it? How clean are the bathrooms, the restrooms, the dorms? Find out. Ask if you're going to live in the dorms, which I say don't. I'll make a video about it. Find out how grievances are dealt with. Not just by the RA and everything, but ask the people that, if you can, ask the people that live in the dorms, how are grievances handled? How about different point of views? Are they allowed to be expressed? If I disagree with somebody, can I be heard, or am I going to be called a bigot? If, a lot of these colleges, all these Ivy League colleges, be careful. Like, for example, I work at HBCU, Historically Black College University. You'll hear a lot of these people at these colleges, they tell you how bad blacks have it. Let me tell you a little something, okay? Most of the scholarships, the loans, and grants are for them. If they get a degree in the STEM field, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, they're pretty much guaranteed a job. How about you? Also, women, the same thing. So if you're a woman or you're a minority, please, please, please get into STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. Please do it. You're smart enough to do it. I've seen it here. They are smart enough. You're smart enough. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. STEM is the best. That's your ticket. It's not just making more money than all the other programs, but you're guaranteed a job. They want minorities and they want women. Do it. Please. Thanks. Please like, subscribe. Leave to this video. Leave a comment. Thanks.